This is Mount Midoriyama, Japan. In 14 years, 2,600 competitors have attempted to conquer this grueling obstacle course. Only 3 have succeeded, none of them American. Now, a handful of brave athletes will push their limits with a singular goal: total victory in Japan. Over the course of 2 days, 200 athletes have attempted the grueling qualifying course. Only 30 have made it to the finish line. The obstacles crush the dreams of the rest. For the remaining competitors, the game now changes. Just finishing isn't good enough. Competitors must race against the clock because only the 30 fastest make the semifinals. No one spot is safe. In the end, 10 finalists will travel to Japan, where one could walk away with the ultimate reward: to be recognized as a top athlete, a $500,000 K-Swiss endorsement deal, and be featured in a national ad campaign. The battle continues right here, right now, on American Ninja Warrior.
Welcome to American Ninja Warrior, presented by K-Swiss. I'm Iseman alongside Jimmy Smith here in Venice, California, where the weather is changing by the minute. We're deep in the qualifying round, narrowing down a field of incredibly strong athletes to just the top 30. Today's qualifying runs will determine who advances to the semifinals. There, the field will be cut in half, with just 15 advancing to an intense boot camp, where they will train and be tested with a singular goal.
And that's to find the top 10 competitors to travel to Japan and take on the mother of all obstacle courses, Mount Midoriyama. Now, no American has ever achieved total victory in Japan, and this year, Matt, it's worth a lot more than just bragging rights.
That's right, Jimmy. This year, conquering Mount Midoriyama can earn somebody a K-Swiss endorsement deal worth $500,000.
Now, every amateur athlete I know dreams of going pro and being able to pursue the sport they love full-time. This prize could allow one of these competitors to do just that. Matt, it's a life changer.
But first, they have to survive the qualifying round. We've already had 30 contestants make it to the top of the warp wall, which means now it's not just about finishing, it's about finishing fast.
Matt, we're going to see a lot of concerned athletes today in this third and final day of the qualifying round, including NFL player Matt Willis, currently sitting in 27th place. Will he make the cut? Will any of them? Nobody's safe because only the 30 fastest times move on. That means with every run, there's a chance that the person with the slowest time is going to be sent home.
Let's take a look at our current standings. Right now, a newcomer sits atop the leaderboard, Brandon Douglas from Colorado. 5 of our returning Japan veterans are in the top 30. Brian Orozco, Brent Stephenson, David Campbell, and Evan Dollard. But the man to watch is the man on the bubble, another returning Japan veteran, Patrick Cusick. Had a good run going until the jump hang, got caught up in the cargo net, lost a lot of time, finished in just over 2 minutes. So his shot at the semifinals is in serious jeopardy right now. Well, let's go to Alison, who's with one athlete looking to get his name on the leaderboard, even if it means knocking someone else's off.
Thanks, guys. With me is Travis Furlanek. Now, you made us very proud making it to the second stage in Japan last year. What has happened since you returned?
Well, I jammed my fingers really bad, and so I really haven't been doing any training, past 5.5 months or so.
Really? So how are you feeling then when you look at this course? Are you hoping that the muscle memory just gets you through it?
Yeah, I'm hoping it'll be like getting back on a bicycle. I think it'll come back, and I feel pretty good about it.
So now this year, we have a $500,000 K-Swiss endorsement on the line as well. What would it mean to you to be able to become a pro athlete?
That would be amazing. I mean, to turn my hobby, my passion into a career of some kind would be amazing.
Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Allison. We'll see Travis's run later today. Meanwhile, our first competitor has stepped to the starting line. It's Mike Gaboff, a model from Los Angeles who likes to go by the name of Crazy Mike.
Well, he's certainly crazy for fashion with his leopard skin Speedo,
Yeah,
man.
well, the tears in the tank top harkening back to the golden age of fashion, the 80s.
Well, craziness getting him through the quad steps. A lot of aggression there, Matt.
Well, you're never going to survive unless you get a little crazy. Let's see how he does on the log grip. Seems to be stuck in place, Jimmy.
He cannot get it going, Matt. Just no momentum. And
Oh, well, for Mike's sake and ours, I hope it doesn't shrink in the water. I'm talking about his suit.
Gotta be kidding me, I didn't even get to do my trick.
You mean he had something planned that was better than flailing in the air as he fell off the log grip? Guess we'll have to save it for next year.
At the starting line right now, a 25-year-old out of Sherman Oaks, California, a man with something to prove, Ryan Cloud Cousins.
Made it all the way to boot camp last year, kicked out, though, on the first day.
You know he wants to improve upon that. It all starts right here. I loved Cloud last year. Great energy through the quad steps.
He was coming off a pretty severe ankle sprain, Matt. Suffered it in training. Let's see how it holds up today. He's a veteran. When you talk to the other parkour guys, they have a ton of respect for his abilities.
Really came up short on the rope climb last year. Upper body strength. Let's see how he does in the jump hang.
He gets high, but launches himself right over. That's fast.
Looking real smooth. Got his hair back. He means business. Onto the jumping bars. Again, this can be more difficult. If any mental lapse, you end up in the pool.
He's almost through it. Only one more to go.
Now this is where the experience could pay off. Stumps the last jumping bar. Just the warp wall. A slow approach. Comes up short.
You know, I don't know if that ankle's bothering him, but he only has 2 more attempts. And second one's the one. He is over the top, Matt.
And Ryan Cloud Cousins completes the course again. A time of 59:08. So Ryan Cousins breaks the 1-minute mark and breaks into the top 30, currently at 11th place. But that means Japan veteran Patrick Cusick is knocked out of the top 30. He's going home, Jimmy.
His dream of a repeat trip to Mount Midoriyama is over, at least for this year.
Well, the new man on the bubble, George Dunwoody. Anyone finishes faster than 1 minute 43.76 seconds, and George goes home. Jimmy, we get competitors from all walks of life. But I think this next guy has the most dangerous job of anyone who's ever attempted our course at American Ninja Warrior. This is Vincent Corby.
I'm sort of like the civilian version of the Hurt Locker guy. A friend of mine told me you can make some good money looking for bombs, so I work at different military installations looking for ordnance in the ground. We use metal detectors. Anytime there's an anomaly, we have to dig it up with a shovel or a pick. Oh, there's definitely a lot of risk involved. I still have all my fingers and toes, so I'm still okay. I've never had any injuries on the job, but I built a salmon ladder in my backyard a few months ago to train for this competition. And while I was training, I actually fractured my finger. I have a cliffhanger also in my garage I train on. When I watched the finals for A&W 2, I instantly got addicted to it. And if I win that K-Swiss endorsement, you'll never see me pick up another bomb again.
I know every athlete feels the pressure at the starting line, but considering what this guy does for a living, this has got to feel like a vacation, Jimmy.
Light on his feet through the quad steps.
Oh! Tried to get 2 feet on the last step, got a little low, and now he's out. Well, may not be the next American Ninja Warrior, but still a hero in my book. Well, our next competitor, a returning semifinalist, it's Chris Wilczewski, college student from New Jersey.
It's funny, Chris said last year he came in here on his own, didn't know anyone, felt like an outsider. This time he wants to prove like he belongs, and that's what he's doing.
Not even wrapping his legs around the log grip, not wasting a second. I think he wants to make more than just the top 30, Jimmy. Wow!
Wow, no hesitation, jumped right onto the trampoline, didn't stop, rolling down a lot of speed.
Look, got to improve his time with that, just blowing through it. Needs to beat a minute 43.76 seconds to make the top 30. Looking smooth as he gathers for the jumping bars. Got to say, I think this is the fastest run we've seen to this point.
Definitely. If he can make it through here, if he can make it past the warp wall in 1, I think he can have our best time.
Real strong dismount, just the warp wall.
Whoa!
Right up it.
And no pause, no hesitation.
And no problem making the top 30 with that time, 47.23 seconds, Jimmy. So Chris Wilczewski posts the second fastest time so far, just behind Brandon Douglas. But that means George Dunwoody goes home, putting Aldwayne Simpson on the hot seat with a time of 1 minute 36.94 seconds. Next up, perhaps the most intelligent competitor we have. She's a 26-year-old PhD student in biological control. This is Julie Hopper.
Yeah, but she also has 12 years of gymnastics, so don't underestimate her abilities.
You know, last year, Jimmy, I joked when she went down on the quad step, she'd have more time to study. The question is, has she studied this course?
And she's already stumbling on the quad steps for taking her time, and she's not sunk yet.
Well, those who can do, those who can't, learn to get through the quad steps. I'm eating my words. Julie Hopper has improved upon last year's performance.
But see, Matt, this is what happens if you don't get a good push on the log grip. It doesn't move forward. If you don't run and grab it, it's hard to build momentum.
But Julia has to be ecstatic through 2 obstacles onto the Bridge of Blades, taking her time, assessing it, being intellectual, Jimmy.
Wow, lots of support from the crowd. We've never had a woman complete the qualifying round.
And you see the smart girl, she's testing at the trampoline, but there's no substitute for a great jump here, Jimmy. Can she pull it off? Oh! She was smart, she took her time, she just did not have the ability to make that jump.
Well, one of the things about the jump is you got to put a lot of weight on that trampoline. I wonder if a lot of women could make that jump.
Still to come on American Ninja Warrior, does the gymnastics coach have what it takes to reach the finish line? And who is this masked man? We'll find out his story when American Ninja Warrior continues. Welcome back to American Ninja Warrior. Jimmy, this season, the stakes have really been raised because on the line, a K-Swiss endorsement deal worth $500,000, as well as a chance to join the ranks of pro athletes with a national ad campaign.
That's right. These guys deserve to be recognized for their dedication and athleticism. Matt, they are truly top athletes.
Well, we are nearing the end of our qualifying round. After today, the top 30 will move on to the semifinals. One more competitor has moved on to our leaderboard. Newcomer Justin Taylor struggled on the jump hang, but got into the top 30 with a time of 1 minute, 7.56 seconds. But that means Aldwayne Simpson is going home, knocked out of our top 30. Taking a look at the leaderboard, Taylor's run puts him near the middle of the pack in 20th place. And that puts a new man on the hot seat, Denver Broncos wide receiver Matt Willis, with a time of 1 minute, 35.78 seconds. He's the first NFL player to compete here at Ninja Warrior. Will he be the first to make the semifinals? Well, our next competitor is another one of our talented female athletes. It's Risa Scott out of Colorado.
But she definitely has some skills. She's a parkour instructor and motocross rider. She's got strength and agility.
I started parkour in high school, like way back when. I don't doubt my physical strength. I mean, I have the longest dead hang of anybody in the gym. I can hang for 5 minutes just on a bar. It's just a question of coordination and being able to do a whole variety of these activities one right after the other. And if through that I end up being the first one to finish, that's awesome.
Well, I wonder if she's feeling the pressure to be the first, Matt.
Well, the journey starts with the first steps, or more precisely, the quad steps, and here she goes. Oh! Out on the last quad step. Not exactly the ending she was dreaming of, Jimmy.
You can't look ahead in this competition or it will end all too quickly, Matt.
Well, up next, Jason Burge, a 26-year-old student from Cal State San Bernardino who's studying kinesiology.
Well, he wants to specialize in physical therapy for a very personal reason.
I decided to get into physical therapy because when I was 17, I actually had 7 strokes and was paralyzed on my left side completely. I actually came down with a case of cysticercosis. It's a rare illness caused by undercooked pork, and through physical therapy, I've had a full recovery, and I would like to do the same for other people, given the chance. Other than just working out of my house, there's not much more that I've done to prepare, but I feel like I'm in pretty good shape and I can handle the course.
So Jason Burge comes back from 7 strokes to attack our Ninja Warrior course.
Now, what an incredible inspiration, Matt. No matter what he does today, he's already a champion just for being here.
And looking good through the quad steps, needs to be at a time of 1 minute 35.78 to get into the top 30, Jimmy.
Well, no trouble whatsoever on the log grip. Looking good so far.
Well, he has cheated death 7 times, and wow, flies through the Bridge of Blades. Just getting ready for the jump hang. Comes up short, got the cargo net, but could not hold the grip. End of the day for Jason Burge.
Yeah, but that keeps Matt Willis in our top 30 for now.
In the starting blocks now, a 32-year-old gymnastics coach from Berkeley, California, Cisco Gonzalez. Gymnasts have done well, Jimmy, but what really seems to come into play is agility.
Agility and balance are 2 really key factors, and agility is really tested on that quad step.
Looking pretty good 2-step technique through the quad steps. Threw it, no problem, onto the log grip.
Trying to find his grip there. Not a lot of time to size it up.
Doesn't look like his legs are on tight, but he is through. Onto the Bridge of Blades. Let's see how the gymnast fares.
And he's through now. It's a big jump here to the rope hang.
As a gymnast should be familiar with the trampoline, yet still takes his time to test it out.
Onto the jump hang by the tips of his fingers and going over the top.
Oh, he lost a shoe.
It's not going to be easy to finish this course with only 1 shoe, Matt.
Onto the jumping bars. He takes the other shoe off and his socks. How will that impact him on the warped wall? The gymnast looking real comfortable on the jumping bars, but time has been ticking off with his preparation. Remember, he needs to beat 1:35.78 to knock out Matt Willis and make the top 30.
Now he's on to the warped wall. He only has 3 tries. We've seen it take down some phenomenal athletes.
Let's see how he does with no shoes on.
Oh, not even close. Well short of the top.
Could it be hard to not only get your step down there, but just to have the confidence to plant your foot firmly with no shoe on?
Especially with the curb. You could hurt a toe there, and he doesn't make it again.
The fans are cheering him on, trying to give Cisco the energy. 32 years old. This would be impressive.
Sizing it up now, taking his time. Oh, just short of the warped wall.
But I gotta say, he made it through the jump hang. Looked like he might have come close to touching out. All in all, a great run for Cisco Gonzalez. Cisco's shoeless effort is good news for Matt Willis. The Denver Bronco can breathe again. He's still the man in the hot seat, but for now, he remains in our top 30. In the starting blocks right now, man, it's his first time at Ninja Warrior, but he still has some expectation. 22 years old out of Miami, Florida. It's David Young Flip Rodriguez.
Now notice what he's doing before his run. Look, what he has under his hat, he's putting on a mask. It's not a prop, it's part of his personality.
I'm David Young Flip Rodriguez. I'm 22 years old, and I'm a professional free runner. I wear the mask to symbolize emotion. I was going through some issues with my father. I was feeling at the time angry, depressed. I don't even talk to my mom about that, you know? It was just too much to handle, so I found the way to express myself through free running, through the masks that I wear, and I made it through. I have all my masks painted black and white. Black is for the past, for the bad, and the white is for the future. When I wear it, it reminds me of everything that I've been through, so I know I can overcome anything in my way. If I didn't have to resort to anything else, like drugs, alcohol, or anything of that sort, I've overcome a lot the last 3 years. I don't know how much of an advantage that's gonna give me, but I know that I'm gonna give it my all and overcome anything that comes my way.
Well, let's see if he can handle what this course throws at him.
Well, it's always interesting to see free runners and how they adapt from jumping around on buildings and natural obstacles to this type of course. It's entirely different.
And right off the bat, looks like he's having some real trouble on the quad steps, Jimmy.
He is having to hang on with both hands, but I think he's gonna make it through, and he does.
Well, that took some time, though. Probably took some energy. Let's see how he does on the log grip. Oh, looks having some trouble, but hangs on.
Well, the thing is, if you lose some time on the quad steps, you have to make it up later. You have to take some chances.
And again, free running, great training for this sport, but sometimes you actually have to figure out a way to practice these obstacles. And where do you find quad steps in a city?
It's very true.
Well, remember, needs to beat a time of 1:35.78 seconds to knock out Matt Willis and make the top 30. And wow, good hops onto the jumping bars. I think he still has a shot at the semifinal time, Jimmy.
I think he does, but he has to finish strong, and he has to make the warp wall in one, Matt. That's not easy.
Yeah, and we can see, again, a little water on his feet, taking time to dry them off, but the clock is ticking.
Clock under a minute still. Can he make it? And he's
the masked man looks like he will go through. David Rodriguez gets to the top of the warp wall in a time of 1 minute, 1.67 seconds.
You know, that is a great time. We'll have to see if it holds up. Not a lot of competitors left to go.
So Young Flip Rodriguez is in our top 30. Another impressive first-timer. Right now, he sits in 16th place. But that means Matt Willis, the Denver Bronco wide receiver, is going home. As Matt said to us before, the NFL doesn't have cargo nets, so he'll have to find somewhere else to train for next year.
I'll be back next year, Ninja Warrior.
And that puts Philip Kingsley on the hot seat with the time, 1:35.19. Coming up, it's one of our top returning All-Stars. Paul Casimir begins his quest for a return trip to Japan. But will his efforts come up short? Find out when American Ninja Warrior continues. Jimmy, we are close to determining our top 30, and the competition is more intense than ever. With every runner on the course, the athlete on the bubble is in danger of being sent home. But Jimmy, I want to know, for you, what has been the biggest surprise of the competition thus far?
Well, I'd have to say the performance of some top returning competitors, not what we expected. Japan veteran Shane Daniels out on the quad steps. Last year's fastest qualifier, Trey Vaughn, same obstacle, same result. And another semifinalist from last year, David Money, failed on the jumping bars. On the plus side, though, Matt, I love what I'm seeing from so many first-timers like David Rodriguez, who we just saw compete, as well as guys like Drew Dreschel and Jake Smith. Very impressive. Their first time through the course, that's not easy.
And you gotta love Steven Volko. He lost a shoe along the way, but managed to get up the warp wall and into the top 30. Steven's time of just under 1 minute, good enough for 13th place currently. He's in good shape, but Philip Kingsley is not, knocked out of our top 30, and that means the pressure of the hot seat now falls on Lauren Ball with the time of 1:31.57. Our next competitor, a parkour athlete from Washington, D.C. This is Travis Graves.
He says if he can win the K-Swiss endorsement deal, he'll give the money to his parents, who both lost their jobs because of Michigan's failing economy, Matt.
Well, Jimmy, so far looking pretty good. Smooth, confident, got a good pace going.
Well, he needs to beat a time of 1:31.57 to make the top 30.
Looking strong through the Bridge of Blades. Again, the jump hang, a difficult obstacle all day. This late in the day, a little bit cold, the legs a little tired, Jimmy?
Well, you also don't have time to test the trampoline. He's stuck, Matt. Looks like he's hung up.
He's hung up, absolutely. Again, at this level, it's so hard to get any leverage to get unstuck. We saw this happen to Patrick Cusick. Can Travis Graves escape as the seconds continue to tick away? It's really amazing, Jimmy. We haven't seen more athletes caught up in this cargo net. It's got to be so disappointing. Had a promising run to this point, Jimmy.
Yeah, Matt, he was on his way but tangled up. Unless he can get out and finish in the next 30 seconds, he will not make the top 30.
Such a supreme effort to make it this far, but the run right now ending in frustration.
Oh, Matt, he had to beat 1:31.57 to make the semifinals, and that's just about gone.
Well, it looks like he's taking his shoe off the netting, just unforgiving. Now, the horn will sound when his time is too slow to make the top 30, and then they'll just have to help him out of the net.
Man, the crowd very much behind him. You see the other competitors in the top 30 showing a lot of sportsmanship. Well, he took his shoe off. He's still stuck. And I think that's it. His run ends in defeat, but no lack of effort. Matt, he tried to the end.
Well, Travis Graves' hopes of making the semifinals gets caught up in the cargo net. Absolutely spent. He collapses on the ground. The jump hang, such a difficult obstacle all day long. It claims another talented competitor.
It's an unforgiving obstacle on this course.
Allison standing by with the disappointed Travis Graves.
Did you just get completely tangled up?
It was, look at this.
Oh my gosh.
It was
See that?
terrible.
Wow.
This is like a nightmare. I got up there, I was going well, got caught up, couldn't believe it. It doesn't even feel like I'm awake. It's like the worst possible thing could have happened.
Well, I'm so sorry that happened to you. Back to you guys.
So a devastated Travis Graves, but a relieved Lauren Ball because he's still the man in the hot seat, still in our top 30. For now, anyway. Every year, this competition gets bigger and better. We get literally thousands of submissions from people wanting to be a part of the American Ninja Warrior experience. For more on that, let's go back down to Allison.
Thanks, guys. Every year the talent grows on American Ninja Warrior, and this year is no exception. We have the strongest applicants ever this year, and that's probably due in part to some very special training methods.
This is my dream. I do Ninja Warrior every day, and it's pretty much all I think about.
It's a growing obsession across the country. American Ninja Warrior is the one sport where a fan
Hey G4, it's me, Vic Rivera.
can become a participant, and Ninja Fever has spread from coast to coast.
24 years old from Seattle, Washington.
Coming at you live from the beautiful Miami, Florida.
We're from Las Vegas, Nevada.
The popularity of American Ninja Warrior has created a nationwide army of ninjas dedicating their time to preparing for this course.
I'm out running, getting in shape for the season 3 of American Ninja Warrior.
Our athletes come from every type of sporting background, from motocross to snowboarding to rock climbing. And many competitors have put down the weights and picked up power tools to create their own version of obstacles, giving them course-specific training. Everything from a salmon ladder to cliffhanger to roulette cylinder and balance tank. And as they've increased their training, ninjas have also grown in their creativity to get noticed in their submission videos. Those tapes have become quite a show all by themselves.
Each crash of thunder, I hear the cries of thousands as I reach the top of the...
My name's Andrew Carson. I'm a father, a building manager, and a gamer. And this is how I train for Ninja Warrior.
Oh, hey, what's up? I didn't see you there. Just warming up, bro.
And some have even gone back to the very roots of ninja itself. From world champion freerunners to the average guy with a dream, this sport, this challenge, this phenomenon is definitely on a roll.
See you at the tryouts, although you won't see me.
Thanks, Allison. With the passion for American Ninja Warrior continues to grow, and our next competitor is a man who embodies it. Last year, he was an unknown who shocked everyone by making it all the way to stage 3 in Japan. It's Paul Casimir.
Last year, I came, tried out, nobody knew me, and then I ended up making a name for myself going all the way to stage 3 in Japan. I'm a software engineer at a cell phone company. I did a presentation at work showing my accomplishments at Ninja Warrior last year. I think a lot of the guys at the office now know me a lot better than they used to. I think my advantage over a lot of the guys here is my ability to adapt. I have a little bit of experience in a lot of things, which I think helps me a lot.
And just like last year when he forgot his shorts, Casimir competing in his trademark jeans.
Hopping right through the quad steps, no surprise there.
Making it look easy so far onto the log grip. Maybe the jeans are helping there, Jimmy. Casimir made it look easy last year through the quad steps. Again, smart veteran move, taking his time. The jump hang, surprisingly difficult. Oh my goodness!
Barely makes it, but he hangs on.
I thought it was all over for Casimir, but he just gets through, a little tangled on the rope. But Jimmy, at this point, he's got to be happy just to still be in the competition.
Good roll at the end, though, didn't get caught up in the netting.
Onto the jumping bars.
Let's see if he's going to make up time here, but he's taking his time, Matt.
He needs to beat 1:31.57 to make the top 30. Casimir making sure he's through, getting ready for the work wall. Should have no problem with his veteran experience.
And he nails it.
Paul Casimir gets to the top of the work wall, but he made it interesting, Jimmy.
Well, he had to add a little bit of drama, but an excellent job by the Mount Midoriyama veteran.
Well, his time of 55.80 seconds puts him solidly in our top 30 right now in 11, just ahead of another returning Japan veteran, David Campbell. But that sends Lauren Ball home. He's out of the top 30, and that places Cuban-born physicist Alejandro Rodriguez on the bubble. The time to beat now, 1:26.48 seconds. Will it be fast enough to make the semifinals? Coming up, a first-time competitor electrifies the crowd with his performance and his personality. Next on American Ninja Warrior. Welcome back to American Ninja Warrior. It is crunch time here in Venice Beach as we near the end of our qualifying round. Hundreds have come from all around the country to challenge our course. 30 will move on to the semifinals, but only 10 go to Japan for a chance to win a national ad campaign and a K-Swiss endorsement deal worth $500,000.
And with all that at stake, things are getting very tense among the competitors, especially those with the slowest times. They know that a spot in the semifinals is anything but guaranteed.
No one thought a guy dressed like this, calling himself the White Ninja, would turn in a performance like this, but Matt Marshall did just that, finishing the course in 56.49 seconds. That performance put Matt and his ninja gi into our top 30, currently in 12th place.
And that sends Alejandro Rodriguez home and puts Dan Mast as the man in the hot seat with a time of 1:20.92.
Our next competitor is ready to go. This is Michael Frosty Zernow. He's a 24-year-old marketing director out of Washington, D.C.
Well, he's a first-timer here, but he's got a ton of parkour experience so far. He looks very smooth, very relaxed. Right off the bat, you can see how quick he is. He's just blowing through those first 3 obstacles, Matt.
And getting ready for the jump hang. This has been a tough obstacle, but wow, right to the top rope of the cargo net. Jimmy, he is flying right now. The time to beat, 1:20.92. And Jimmy, he is way ahead of that.
And listen to this crowd. They are chanting his name, Matt.
Not terribly tall, but great technique. Now, can he get up the warped wall, Jimmy? We're looking at a fantastic time.
He got it.
Oh, wow! Frosty! Wow, and we have a new top time. Frosty heating things up at 44.20.
An ice-cold performance, full of confidence. That's exactly how you're supposed to run this course.
Let's go to Allison, who's standing by with Frosty.
Kind of a reckless approach to the course. What was going through your head through that?
You know, I just showed up. Thought it was gonna be a lot harder. So I just kept running. I think I was just a little bit too fast, a little bit too powerful, a little bit too good looking. And you guys are all awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you all. You're amazing. Yeah.
So a new name at the top of the leaderboard and a new personality at Ninja Warrior. Frosty Zernow electrifies the crowd with his run. That performance puts him at the top of our leaderboard, the fastest time so far, 44:20. But that means the end of the line for Dan Mast and places Danny Johnson on the hot seat.
Up now, a 32-year-old out of Sacramento, California, Kevin Hughes.
He drove all the way down here last year and didn't get a spot. He does this time. Will he make the most of it?
It's amazing the dedication some of these Ninja Warrior fans have.
People that love this course are obsessed with it. They will do anything to get on here.
And through the first obstacle, Kevin onto the log grip, but taking his time, Jimmy.
I guess after you make that long drive 2 years in a row, you want to make the most of your time on the course.
Across the bridge of blades easily, but onto the jump hang.
Remember, the time to beat, 1:18.26.
Oh, did not get enough on that jump. You could see it from the beginning.
I will say it's going to be a long drive back to Sacramento, soaking wet. Well, that's not the only tough ball we've seen so far. Plenty of competitors have lost it on the course, on the jump hang, log grip, and everywhere else along the way. But none of them compares to the Warrior Wipeout of the day, brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Stephen French turned failure into a work of art. When he couldn't make the net on the jump hang, he went for style points and pulled off a nifty front flip instead. And that is our Warrior Wipeout of the day. Our next competitor is one of the overall favorites. It's two-time Japan veteran Travis Verlanik. He was so impressive last season, but he's had some interesting changes in his life since we last saw him.
Winning in Japan and winning the 500,000 and getting the K-Swiss endorsement would be amazing. It would be a life-changing thing for me because I am a salsa instructor. Originally, I got into salsa when I met a girl. She introduced me to salsa. I went to the salsa festival and it was amazing. Dancing really helps with your awareness of your body. Much like parkour, it's kind of the science of movement. You're really aware of your body and you're able to move fluidly and more efficiently.
Interesting how he equates the movement of dance to this competition. Let's see if he's got any fancy footwork, Jimmy.
Well, he's already through the quad steps. Nice spin move at the end.
Wow, talk about a dance move and body control. When we talked to Travis earlier, he said his training has not been that intense. Only stepped it up in the past few weeks, but through the bridge of blades, stops himself there.
Almost went straight through the jump hang, gave it a little time. That's a veteran move. I like it.
Absolutely. Rather than rushing through, taking some time, getting over the jump hang. Remember, the time to beat, 1:18.26. Spinning out and putting his glasses back on. I gotta say, this is some poor form from someone I was expecting perfection from.
Yeah, maybe he just wants to look cool, Matt. He certainly looks good on the jumping bars.
Going right through the jumping bars, the warp wall he owns. Let's see what he does.
First try, he nailed it.
And the second half of his run, just fantastic.
That's a great job by Travis. Finished it out like a champion.
Amazingly, with all the stumbles we saw, still the second fastest time so far. Well, Allison's standing by with Travis right now.
I don't think I've ever seen a man do a pirouette on the quad steps before.
Yeah, I just made that up.
Was that for flair, or was that actually to help you get off the step?
No, that was to help. I just felt off balance and just corrected it.
Well, congratulations.
Thanks.
Back to you guys.
So Travis Verlanik, despite a long layoff with injuries, makes it to our top 30 right now at number 4. But that sends Danny Johnson home, placing Christian Lauer on the hot seat. And right now, it's nearing the boiling point. With only a few athletes left to run, we are minutes away from finding out who will advance to the semifinals.
Well, all eyes are on the remaining runners, and no one's more interested than the man in the hot seat with the slowest time of our top 30, Christian Lauer, who has to sit and wait and hope that no one turns out a good enough performance to push him out of the competition.
He's already survived a few close calls. He saw Kyle Clark with the great time going as he rolled off the cargo net at the jump hang, only to lose concentration on the jumping bars. And Justin Sakima, who could see the red button at the finish line, but lost his grip at the top of the warp wall and fell just short. Here's our leaderboard as we near the end of our qualifying round. Frosty Zernow shocked everyone with the fastest time so far. This next competitor has to make the Christian Lauer feel even more uncomfortable on the hot seat because he's a veteran of Japan. It's Adam LaPlante.
He desperately wants to go back to Japan, but his motivation is more than just to compete.
The Japan experience was awesome. Like, it was great. When we heard about the news in Japan with the tsunami and everything, like it felt like it was part of my family that was part of the whole devastation over there, really. My friends and I at Purdue University, we put together with the Japanese Student Association a fundraiser. Our team goal as freerunners was to do collectively 1,000 backflips, but we just kept going, and we ended up doing about 2,100 backflips. Personally, I did 510 backflips. 3 weeks later, I was still in pain. I mean, not even close to what the people in Japan were feeling, but it was intense.
Well, Jimmy, it shows you for these returning Japan veterans, going to Mount Midoriyama was much more than just an athletic competition.
We looked great qualifying last year, but tripped up on the quad steps.
Stumbles on the quad steps. The quad steps have taken out a lot of great competitors, including some fellow vets, but LaPlante is through. His heart has to be racing,
yeah,
Jimmy.
But Matt, he has to make up time now. That cost him valuable seconds. He has to make it up now.
Got to go faster than 1:18.03 to make the semifinals, and right now, honestly, it looks like it might be close, Jimmy.
And he makes it onto the jump hang, but caught it a little bit low. That might cost him when the time is tallied.
What we're really seeing is if you make it to the top of the net, much easier to flip over. Otherwise, taking time. LaPlante looks disheveled at this point. Stumbling through the rope, has to be sapping his energy. Jimmy, he is looking all over the place. I'm surprised by this sloppy effort.
Well, Matt, he's got to make up a lot of time in the jumping bars and on the warped wall. I don't know if he qualifies if he doesn't make the warped wall in one.
And he's taking more time on these jumping bars. I know he wants to make sure, but he has to know the clock is ticking. Gotta hurry.
Now he's got a lot of experience with this and the warped wall. Skipping the last bar, and he makes it.
But only seconds left. He's got to make it up the warped wall now, or it's over. Oh! Up short. Unbelievable. And that's it. Jimmy, he's run out of time. Christian Lauer still safe, but Adam LaPlante will not return to Japan this year. So Christian Lauer survives that challenge, but he is far from safe because our last competitor is a world champion, and he's at the starting line right now.
Now this is Tim Sheaf. He's the current freerunning world champion. He's absolutely amazing. Flew in from London yesterday just to compete on our course.
I'm the current freerunning world champion, and I've got dual citizenship from UK and America, and I can solve a Rubik's Cube in 24 seconds. The thing is with me in competition, though, I never take it too seriously. I don't train specifically for competition. I train when I feel like training and want to, and because I love it and enjoy what I do. I just go with whatever happens in life, go with the flow, and things have worked out for me. For me, Ninja Warrior is like a new challenge. I've competed in other freerunning competitions before, but nothing ever like this. You can watch people do something, but until you're stood on the edge about to jump, you don't know that feeling and whether you can do it or not.
He's right, Jimmy. He may be a world champion, but he has yet to prove anything here.
Well, flying through the quad steps, no difficulty there.
Wow, impressive. On to the log grip. Hanging on, makes it through. Let's see how he does on the bridge of blades. A real test of balance and agility. A little stumble, but onto the jump hang.
And he's being smart here, Matt, taking his time, and he's all the way on top. Beautiful job on the jump hang.
And a good dismount here. He is looking to be 1:18.03. Really quick so far, Jimmy, but still a long way to go, far from over.
Onto the jumping bars. Is he going to go hand-to-hand? No, using the double hand technique. I think he thinks he has plenty of time.
Hey, he may be playing it smart. This is his first time through this type of course, perhaps taking a little longer than I expected. Just wants to make sure. The clock is ticking, though, and we saw what happened to Adam LaPlante.
Time for the warped wall. It's beaten a lot of great competitors, but not Tim Sheaf.
Tim Sheaf living up to the billing, blowing through this course, 51.61 seconds. So Tim Sheaf, our last competitor, makes it into the semifinals.
Going free run, baby.
And we have our top 30, but that's the end of the road for Christian Lauer, knocked out by the final man through the course. Alison standing by with Tim right now.
Tim came all the way out from London for this. Worth the trip.
It is now, yeah. I didn't want to go so many people got taken on the quad step. I was just like, what if I've come from London and I fall
on the
first
5
thing?
seconds?
Yeah. What a waste. I wanted to go straight from the Bridge of Blades to the Trampette, but I'm just happy to grab the top anyway, so that's fine.
Congratulations,
Thank
man.
you, Alison.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Allison. So Tim Sheath brings his World Championship form to our American Ninja Warrior course. That performance is a great way to end our qualifying round. Thousands applaud, hundreds ran, and finally, we have our top 30. But their journey is just beginning.
Believe it or not, this was the easy part. The semifinalists now have to run this exact same course with 3 more brutal obstacles. Then the top 15 will move on to a boot camp designed to test and prepare them for the rigors of the baddest obstacle course on the planet, Mount Midoriyama.
But only 10 can survive boot camp to represent America in Japan and have a shot at joining the ranks of professional athletes with a K-Swiss endorsement deal worth $500,000. This competition is just getting started. For Jimmy Smith and Alison Haislip, I'm Matt Iseman, and we'll see you next time on American Ninja Warrior.